Getting started. Simplicity over complexity. Let us keep things straight. You don't need complicated software to practice Horary Astrology. That is not what this art is about. I have seen people hide behind layers of charts, pages of data, and get nowhere. The real skill in Horary is not how fancy your software is, it is how clear your judgment is. Before we get into casting charts and giving answers, let us get a clear understanding of some key terms. The Querent is the person asking the question. The Quesited is the person, thing, or even the idea the question is about. Testimonies are what we read in the chart. The signs, the signals, the indicators that point toward a judgment. Sometimes we count and weigh them. Sometimes a single testimony speaks louder than many. Now, the first thing every student of astrology must learn before any prediction, before any philosophy, is how to cast a chart. That is where we are starting from. Then we learn the houses, the planet, and the zodiacal signs. And then the dignities and the abilities that show us what is strong and what is weak, what is speaking and what is silent. We will go through all of this step by step in this course. We will begin by using a clean free tool, the Oracle Sanctum Horary chart tool. Nothing overwhelming, no distractions, just what you need and nothing more. Now, I will say this plainly. I strongly advise against using heavy astrological software, especially when you are starting. Most of those programs throw too much at you, dozens of data that you don't really need, most of which have nothing to do with the question you are trying to answer. Stick with this simple tool I have given you. Learn to focus. You will quickly learn what matters and what doesn't. You are going from A to B. You don't need to buy a Lamborghini for that. Just drive the car that gets you there. Some charts will be sharp, obvious even. Others will not. That is not your fault. Sometimes the chart is complex because the situation itself is complex. Sometimes the astrologer, that is you, is not reading the chart clearly. That is part of the process. Don't wait for total certainty before you give a judgment. You will wait forever. Horary is not always clean-cut. Life is not either. There is a silly myth that you need 3 testimonies before giving an answer. Absolute nonsense. That idea is for people afraid of making a call. If the chart gives you half a testimony, then that is what you work with. Like football, whether you win 5-0 or with one lucky goal in the dying minute, you have still won. The final result is the only thing that matters. So here is your rules going forward. Clarity over clutter. Always use the tool I gave you to create your charts. Don't overcomplicate what should be clean. Trust the chart, trust the method, and above all, keep it simple.